what I've learned over the last several years, we've been in business 5 years now, is some really ninja tactics for my clients to maximize their ROI whenever they invest in our lead generation services. Now, this is really just a perspective, but the truth is you have to be all over it. I am under a new ideology, and that new ideology is this. There is 1 to 3 deals in every 2,000 leads. Are you going to be there when that deal needs to close? Are you going to be the person replying to the text message? Are you going to be the person picking up the phone? That is when it matters. And so what I've learned is a way to maximize your opportunities, maximize your at-bats so you can hit more home runs and get more deals closed. Now, I get it. We all want to close our eyes and wake up one day and have a closed deal. I understand. It's very cringy throughout the process. But this video is for investors who are willing to do what it takes to get the job done. This isn't for the investor who doesn't like calling leads that don't look that hot. This is for the investor who knows everyone that is interested in selling is a lead, and it's their job to then do their best to convert them. That is who this video is for. All right. So we're looking for a great attitude, a high work ethic. That is what it takes. You want to make millions of dollars. You want to make 3 closed deals on a $900 investment package. You're going to have to work your ass off and make sure that you're there at every touch point that you could possibly be at. That is what matters. So now that that's set in, I want to get into the secrets that I've learned that will allow you to maximize our lead generation campaign. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about first was our reputation and our results. We've been open 5 years, and we are the only company in the market that pulls a list, skip traces it, offers American or foreign cold callers, and yes, they're actually American, living right here in America, and we text message it. We do all of those services in one package. You don't even have to worry. You don't have to micromanage. There's no setup fee. There's no management fee. There's none of that. It is one cost, one purchase, no contracts, no commitments, which means everything, all of our success that we've seen, our millions of dollars in sales over 5 years, is all because of people keep coming back. And that is what's been incredibly important. We've got lifetime customers. And with lead generation packages as low as $160, you can really get started and have your list, get it skip traced, get a cold caller on it, and even get it text messaged, and all the hot leads sent directly to you. Now, that's just the leads we spoke to. Okay. Now, what we've learned is our clients see great success with our leads, and that's awesome. But in this day and age, we've been analyzing campaigns closely, and although only 8% of people are picking up the phone, almost 12% of people are reaching back out. That is a huge number. So let me give you some math. If you pay me, let's say $200 to make 500 American dials, and we speak to 8% of that list, that's going to be about 40 people. Okay. Well, if that 8% is 40 people, you essentially just paid for 500 people to get called, but 40 real conversations. Well, how can you get more out of it? Well, what we've learned is that 12 to 12, maybe even more, 12 to 15% of people call back or text back while we're outbound dialing. And if you can maximize those opportunities, you can really get an amazing result and potentially close way more deals. So if we are outbound calling 8%, but 12% call back, That is 150% more touches. So you have just capitalized on your investment with us by 150%. And if you pick up that phone, we have all the scripts. You want to text them back? I got a script you can use. You want to pick up the phone and answer? I got a script you can use. You want to have a VA do it? I got a script you can use. We also offer lead managers now for $10 an hour that can do this stuff, but they're just using our scripts. It's super simple. We want to take our at bat. There's no crazy psychology to it. Hey, yeah, I'm sorry to bother. I was wondering if you've ever considered selling your property before. Boom, just get it out there. We got to take our at bats. If we reach 8% and 12% callback, you are now communicating with 20% of your marketing list. Hand-to-hand combat on the phone. Do you know how amazing that is? When I speak to people on the phone, it is magical, but I don't get that opportunity. I have to use Facebook. I have to use YouTube, where whatever you're watching this video on right now is what I have to use. But if I could get more hand-to-hand with more customers, I would close more deals. And that is the strategy I'm talking about you using. While we are outbound dialing, you are getting what I'm calling the inbound barrage. You're going to get text messages. Hey, call me later. Can you talk later? Please text me. I can't talk right now. What do you want? All of those should be replied to. You're going to get people calling back in. Hey, you just called me. Hey, who's this? Hey, is this Sally? They're going to get all kinds of callbacks, wrong number callbacks, right number callbacks, rude callbacks. If you handle every single one of them, every single text, every single call, you will absolutely increase your result. So if we're talking to 8% and sending leads, and you're talking to 12% on the inbound, what does that mean? You're definitely going to get leads. You should actually get 50% more leads than we are. You know why? Because when people call back, it's because they have a reason to. That person might need to sell. That is a captive audience. That phone call is literally worth $5,000 at retail value, and at cost, it's probably worth 25 bucks. Bam. Hey, boom, it's always worth a shot. We've got the script. You don't even have to worry about it. But that is the inbound barrage. When you guys can handle that, when you have a CRM that allows you to collect all of these and put them in one place, so you could either answer them or text them easily, all in one place. We offer that, by the way. That's our new touch point CRM, and it's only $75 per month. And all of our leads get sent directly into it from our cold calling and text messaging campaigns. It's the only CRM that we currently have 100% automation with that allows that integration. So it is very cool. But if you have that place, if you have a CRM, use it. Do not ignore these callbacks. I understand you think your time is valuable and you think that you shouldn't be handling these low-level remedial tasks. You think it's a low-level task. Let it make you $20,000. And then tell me how low level you think answering your inbound phone is, right? Call that one lead that you weren't going to call and then make $30,000. And then what? Well, how does that change your paradigm? Anytime you ever heard someone say they weren't going to call it, you're going to be like, look, let me tell you a story. We all have the lead that we wish we would have called that would have made us thousands of dollars. And it's because we have this attitude of cherry picking, or our time is so valuable. How dare I stoop so low as to talk to a lead? We have to drop that. We need to go toe to toe with these people. Maybe you learn something. Maybe you become a badass at answering the phone. Maybe you start converting every lead. Those are the opportunities that are happening while we are outbound cold calling. These are huge and priceless. So guys, I'm going to stop harping on it now. I've been crushing it for like 10 minutes talking about how important these are, but I just want to drive the point home that we need to make sure we're maximizing every opportunity. And this is any lead generation strategy. These are the secrets I've learned about my own company because we've been doing it for 5 years. But every lead gen strategy is bringing you different types of lead gen other than the obvious one. With us, the obvious one is the hot leads that we email you. But what are the unobvious ones that are coming your way? What are the opportunities that you might not be maximizing? So that's what I want you guys to focus on. All right, so that's one thing we've learned about our results and our reputation. You know, one of the best things I think you get when you hire lead mining is you get me. You know, my cell phone number's on the website, so you can always go toe to toe. You can always call me. Hey, Nick, I got this lead. What should I say? How should I approach them? What should I do? I had a client call me the other day. He's a realtor. He got the lead. And you know what? And I coached him for like 10 or 15 minutes. Hey, man, here's what you're going to say. Here's the energy you want to bring. Bam. You know, I offer that completely for free to all of my clients. And that's because if my advice can help you close a deal, I still consider that a win for me and my company. So I want you guys to be super involved. I'm super involved. Let's make sure we're making all these steps correctly. So our programs come with free coaching, free consulting. As long as you're a customer of mine, I'm all yours. I'm going to help you, especially if we're talking about a lead. So don't hesitate to reach out. And that attitude, although has worked very well for many clients, has also worked very well for me. 5 years in business, increased sales every year. You know, we have been so blessed. And it actually probably serves me just as much as it serves my clients. But their success is the most important thing. A closed deal is a closed deal. But that's why reputation's been so important to us, and that's why it's so high. We have over 450 positive reviews right now online. And if you go to our website, I've compiled a bunch, and they're right there on the website. So one of the greatest things is cold calling is also timeless. It does amazing. It outperforms our texting. Our texting does do very well, but texting has a really bad habit of getting tired. I don't want to say tire kickers, but inviting bullshit responses is probably the best way to say it. And just because it's a little text message, so there's a chance that a texting lead can waste your time. I still suggest we call every lead, no matter what. Cold call, text message, no matter what the notes say, you need to call the lead. When we are cold calling, it is so important. Even if someone spends 10 minutes on the phone and they said one thing you didn't like, that does not disqualify them. Okay. You need to get them on the phone, find out what's going on in their world. Don't think you know everything. Just because our notes are amazing doesn't mean you know everything. You are going to need to follow up with the lead, find out your situation, their situation, and then really dive into that. They're not going to be 100% upfront with us every time. If the upstairs bathroom overflows every time you flush it, they're not going to say that on our first phone call. That's not something you say. So don't assume that the lead's going to come in always piping hot on a silver platter. That's where your job comes in. That's where the follow through and the follow up and the customer service comes in. But cold calling is timeless. It's going to be around forever. All right. Now, one more thing about the leads that are generated from the cold calling. That is, I mentioned earlier, customer service. I think it's very important that when you show up on that follow-up call, when you get the lead and you call them back, you are not a salesman. You are a customer service representative. That's what you need to show up as. You are showing up with all of the customer service in your business. That's not the sales guy. Sales guy shows up for the negotiation meeting only. Okay. Before that, he is a puppy dog. He is fun. He is friendly. He is loved. Okay. So that is exactly how we need to show up. How can I help you? What have you been? I saw you've been considering selling. Have you figured out how you want to do that? Did you want to list with the realtor or like sell for cash to an investor quickly? Let them talk. I want to go, I actually want to sell it my own, maybe for sale by owner. Okay, well, let's talk about your options. I had a really wise client tell me once, Nick, you know what I do? I talk about whatever they want to talk about. And then once they like me, I talk about what I want to talk about. I think this is very brilliantly put. Okay. And we should take this advice. Don't change their mind in the first conversation. That doesn't work on anyone. Go with the flow. Get them to like you. Hey, why don't I come out and see the place? Yeah, all right, I'm on my way. Boom. Then you show up and go, have you ever considered selling it? Have you ever considered renovating or listing for top market dollar or whatever? That's your chance. Get them to like you, then change the topic, then change their mind. Okay. These are some ninja tips and approaches for these leads. All right. So on top of these amazing leads coming in, cold calling, very timeless. We got awesome leads. You guys then have to follow through. I don't call that follow-up. I call that follow through. Right? That's you following through. The lead comes in. I need to follow through with this. I recommend on that follow through call that you focus on 3 main pieces to find out their motivation. The first one is, why are they considering selling? The second one is, what do they want to do with the money? The third one is, how much money do they think that's going to take? So let me give you an example. So I'll give you a real life example. I got a lead and he owned 18 properties and he wanted to sell one because he wanted to take his family of 5 to Disney World for 2 weeks. And he told himself he could do that for $45,000. He told me the house was free and clear. He said, Nick, if you give me $45,000 for the house, you can have it. Because that was his price. He's like, look, I'm not worried about the house. It's my least favorite property. I'll get rid of it. But I need to get my family to Disney World. Come give me this number. And so when we reverse construct their desires like that, it's much easier to serve them. Okay. Getting someone thinking about that new truck they want or that vacation they want to go on is much easier than getting them to think about selling this home they've had for 30 years. So don't focus on the sale as much as you focus on the future, on that follow through call. Okay, follow through is extremely important. Right. On top of follow through, the reason why we have follow through too. Number one, I'll answer and coach you through a lead. If you don't know what to say, if you're feeling nervous, if you need a push, a pep talk, whatever, call me. I got you. That's number one. Number two, the way I follow through for you is the free coaching, the free consulting, and we have a satisfaction guarantee. If you get poor results or you're not satisfied, let me know and we'll do whatever we can to make it right. Whether that's pull more records, skip trace them, cold call them, whatever it takes, we will make that happen. We also have a 0 lead guarantee, which means if you purchase a campaign and you get 0 leads, that we will give you a campaign half the size of whatever you purchased. So you give us $1,000, we get 0. We analyze the campaign, see what happened, and then we give you $500 in free lead gen and anywhere you want, in the same area, in a different area. We just ask that we make the changes from the first campaign that got 0 leads. But I help you discover all those. So for more follow through, another thing I offer is weekly Zoom call consults, completely free, one-on-one, me and you. So every week when your campaign ends, you can book a call with me on that week, and then we'll meet about your campaign, and I will have a deep dive report delivered to you and I, so we can then cover all your stats from your campaign and know exactly what happened. And that's why follow through is so important. Now, I'm explaining all this to you because I'm showing you that we have follow through to protect you, and you should have follow through to serve the sellers. Wow, was I thirsty. Holy guacamole. All right. So we talked about the 4 types of lead gen that really kind of sparks it up like a wildfire. Okay. Now, there's going to be calls coming back in, texts coming back in, leads are coming in. They're going to be blowing up. And you really want to take every at bat that you get. Now, a lot of our campaigns, we actually call the leads multiple times and we text them as well. So we're not stopping. We're going to keep going, but you are going to take your shot as well while you got it. Nothing is better than a captive audience. So if their attention starts getting directed at you, you take that call, use our script, make it work, make it happen. Show up as customer service. You want to serve these people. You want to be wearing your happy face. You're not a salesman buying low and taking advantage of people. You're an amazing humanitarian who's here to help people and serve them and make sure that they're in a better situation. And I'm sharing all this stuff with you because these are the things that I've learned that will make my clients have a much more successful campaign. I want to see my clients win. I had one of many epiphanies the other day, and that is I am basically the sales manager as the lead generator, and all of my clients are my acquisitions managers. So if I can train them on how exactly to handle everything that actually happens when they hire me, then we will both have amazing results. I'm working on creating a lot more content that's focused on serving your needs so you can close more deals. So if you want to hear about any other topics or anything like that, comment below and I'll create topics specific to those needs. I need my clients taking action, not scared of following up with leads or nervous. I understand these are natural occurrences, but we need to overcome those. So let's overcome them together. And the last thing I'll share with you, because we have covered a lot, is I will go over our packages, how they work, what they do, so you can get a full understanding of exactly what happens. All right. So I just updated this yesterday because of our new satisfaction guarantee and our cold calling guarantee. But we do have cold calling guaranteed. And we offer some amazing all-inclusive services. Now, these all-inclusive lead gen comes in 2 different forms. We offer Americans and we offer Filipinos. So you can really pick which team you're most interested in. Okay. Our American team, this is what those packages look like. Starts at $250 and goes all the way up to $6,400, which is awesome. Now, I often recommend the $250 to be 1 week or 2 weeks. That's this one here, the pistol package. And then the shotgun package, I recommend this anywhere from 1 1 week to 4 weeks. Now, I have a great rule of thumb, and that is you never want the dials to be less than 250 a week. So this has 1,000 dials. So 1,000 divided by 4, that would be 250 dials a week. And that's okay. I wouldn't go less than that. 250 itself is even kind of low, but I also understand that we have a budget to hit. Then we have the Bazooka. This is my most recommended package if you're choosing Americans, and the 10-week Titan. The 10-week Titan is almost 10 bazookas. It's probably, I think it's like 8 bazookas spread out over 10 weeks is more like probably how the math works, but it is an awesome package, and it's very big. And the good news about the size of it is the clients that order our Titan package always order again. Okay, and it's because that no matter what, you close one deal in that and you're making your money back. But honestly, there's probably 10 deals in that package. It's up to you to use the strategies we talked about to convert the other ones. Now down here, we have our Filipino collars, same exact sizes, same exact quantities, different collars. So it's a little cheaper. Now I do highly recommend our Filipino team. They are amazing and they get awesome results. My average cold caller has been with me over 3.5 years. And after a Filipino with that much practice, they do really well on the phone. So I do recommend starting with the Filipinos. All right. So if anyone's interested, I would check this out. And the same rule applies. On the 160, we could do this over 1 to 2 weeks. The 305, the overseas shotgun, we can do that up to 4 weeks if you wanted to. All right. Now, what I recommend here is the Bermuda Bazooka, or something that I call the Godzilla package, which is right down here. Now, the Godzilla package is just 50% bigger than the Bazooka, but it is such a great price. And when you're hiring foreign cold callers, you're still under $900. And this is 1 month of work. We pull 2,200 records and skip trace them. And we do 3,000 foreign cold calls and 1,500 text messages. Okay, all for $833. We could split this up over a month. It equals 750 dials a week, and then 375 text messages a week. Then we send you the leads the second that they're generated. The Godzilla is the foreign version. The King Kong is the American version. So the price difference is the cost of an American versus the foreign callers. And it's about exactly twice as much. Everything on here, you'll see, is twice as much if you want an American over a foreign caller. So it keeps the math very simple. So on top of these all-inclusive packages that I offer, we also offer everything a la carte. Okay. You could purchase just cold calling if you already have a list, or if you already have it skip traced. We have Filipinos only, and then Americans only. So you can then pick which team you want. And again, the prices are exactly half that you'll see here. Then we offer list pulling and skip tracing. I can offer business lists. I can offer homeowner lists. I offer 7-cent skip tracing. It is incredibly popular and is definitely one of the highest rated skip traces around. It's absolutely amazing. I also sell my skip tracing in bulk discounts, and that's exactly what these are. If you have big bulk orders, or you're going to, you can even buy these in advance and use it like a bank account. So this is skip tracing. Then we offer text messaging as well. And then the territory takeover, which is some of our largest campaigns. And then our additional services. So we offer lead managers now that will follow up with warm leads, answer inbound calls and texts, comp properties, and update your CRM. We also offer a CRM, which has been amazing. I think you're going to love it. Our leads get directly imported into it, and it's only $75 a month. Right now, we're giving 200 free records, list and skipped monthly. And what I think we're going to change that to is a $20 a month coupon code that you get to use no matter what. So every month for being with us, we're going to give you $20 off any service you want. So very cool stuff we're going to be doing with our CRM. We also offer Google ads and we offer Facebook ads. So very, very extensive. Anything lead gen, we can basically do for you. And that's it. That is our whole offering. So feel free to reach out if you guys have any questions. I try to be very available. That's my cell phone number on the website. And also on the website is a link to book a one-on-one Zoom call with me, just like this. So we can then cover anything you want. I can tell you about it. And most importantly, we can meet. I love meeting all of my customers. So please don't hesitate. All right, well, this worked out very perfectly for me. My call starts in 4 minutes, so I'm glad I filled my time so wonderfully. If anyone has any questions, you can comment below. I'll go ahead and get them answered as soon as I can. I do have a call for the next hour, but as soon as I jump out, I'll jump on it. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'll see you soon.